Williams, the shadow government, just leaked KSI versus Anesongib spar.
Yes, people, welcome back to Off Script, and today we're going to be jumping back in time and reacting to Anesongib versus KSI sparring footage.
Now, this is brought to you by the lovely GYMPRO, so make sure you're liking, you're subscribing, and you're following their stuff as well. And we also wanted to shout out Most Wanted, for the clip. He tweeted about it.
He teased us, Most Wanted. He came along and gave us the full.
He leaked the full thing, so now we've got to react to this spar. Oh, a little right hand.
Right hand straight off the bat. Hello, JJ.
Jay's defense was interesting about that. He would just pull back.
Yeah.
Gib is clocking a few. Oh, there's a nice little right hand over the top.
Yeah, there's no.
Oh, that was a good right hand again from JJ. Obviously, the height and the weight is a big issue for Gib.
But it's a thick Gib there, so he might be catching our.
That was a good jab as well. And that was a good jab as well. Yeah, bro. That was nearly a Joe Fournier, must I say.
Maybe it was Vidal trained in the elbow.
Yeah. Okay, he's landed some good shots here.
They're both pinging. They're both pinging.
That was a good bushy shot as well. I like it. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is a scrap.
They're going for it. Oi.
Hi. Now I need to do a full breakdown for you people. There's so much going on. So shout out Most, because he's down here. Look, as you can see, obviously, they're both very novice-y at this point. They are throwing hands are down, and it's a bit of a scrap. Not to the level they are now. So we do all need to take this into account. However, KSI did land a few good shots. Look, see, it was double jab. That double jab did nothing. And then the right hand left. JJ's left hand was down. He still does this to this day. Right hand landed quite nicely from Gib. But you can see Gib is still bouncing.
Gib is always bouncing. That's his go-to.
See, when Gib throws, it doesn't quite land. JJ's pull back does well for him. See, that jab is just in Gib's face at all times.
Gib is
it's not landing though. Look at the parry away.
Scroll back. I saw JJ's head ping back a little bit. The last jab. They're both. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
The breakdown man's not. There you go.
Yeah. Nice. That was nice.
On the way in, lovely.
A good right hand over. I'd say they're both similar sort of level, but obviously the height and reach advantage JJ does have, and the power I think makes a big difference. Yeah.
But it's interesting for me to see is obviously this is when they both started off, and they're at a somewhat competitive level. So and they've both trained since then. And
but
is the level change dramatic?
I love Gib, man. I love Gib, but the shots are just landing so sweetly with JJ, and they shouldn't be landing. It's just I think the style is just Now I know there was definitely going to be more wars than this. It's all landing. Oh, there you go, Gib. That was good. That looked like it hurt JJ as well, to be fair. Okay.
But I maintain Gib in a head guard is an absolute unit. He's a juggernaut because he can just walk forwards as he normally does in his boxing fights, but then he doesn't get hurt. So he's a little stallion.
So now I've watched it twice. I'm going to do a breakdown for you people. Now, having watched that twice through, what did you make of it?
Now, it's very interesting. Obviously, it's good fun to see him in a little scrap. But to be fair, it was somewhat competitive, which is nice. I didn't think, personally, they both were landing bang. It was more of a war. It wasn't like it was a masterclass from one or the other. No. Obviously, JJ landed more punches, maybe more significant punches, but Gib was still landing a few schwacks, a few wicks. So it's very interesting to see how they both were at some stage the same level, and today, are they still at that same level? I don't know. That's the question I want to ask you, pro boxer.
So apparently I'm a pro boxer now. No, from what I made from it, it was very competitive. I think KSI landed more shots, even though the output from Gib was higher. However, as you say, it's completely changed the game now. See, they both have very different styles, different coaches. Looks like Gib has stayed with a similar sort of coaching method and system, same gym. So you can see a lot of what he did then, he still does now, just to a higher level with a bigger engine, which is not a bad thing. However, KSI now has mastered what works well with him. Obviously, when it goes to the high level, he's going to cook court out. And Man Taylor said this brilliantly in our recent interview. When you do go against that high level opponent, KSI's hands down, reckless boxing is going to get you caught. But is it going to get in court against Anesongib? I don't believe so. I think if they were to fight now, it's a bit peak.
So obviously we've seen KSI, but now Anesongib is going to be facing another one of KSI's ex-sparring partners, and that's King Kenny. Now, how do you feel like that fight is going to play out?
Now, I'll be honest with you. I thought initially Gib could have caused Kenny trouble. As much as I like Kenny, and as good as he is, I thought he was going to cause some issues. However, when I saw, this is all I needed to see. In the gym, we've seen when Kenny's confidence goes up, their level goes up. All it is with Kenny is confidence. Now I believe he's done a performance as he did. I think he's just going to be displaying serious ring presence. I think he's going to do really well against Gib. I'm not going to say he's going to demolish him. I think he's going to do well and put performance on. How about yourself?
Well, I think stylistically, all the fans should be licking their lip. Daly should be licking his lip. Leon should be licking his lip.
I've just seen that spar especially.
It's going to be exciting. Obviously, we know Gib. He's got that engine. He's walking forwards. But then, Wenderson, he tried to walk forwards, and what was happened? Ping back.
The jab. And then once that jab lands, that right hand lands. And when when that right hand lands and the uppercuts lands, and that's when the later rounds is just gonna be...
Yeah, it's gonna be good, no matter what. I'm excited for it. And but then Gib, you can never rule him out. He is a madman, and I can never dismiss him.
Now, should they fight each other being friends? Well, Vidal actually tweeted this. So after Vidal said he doesn't want to see him to fight, but it might seem inevitable, what do you make? Should they fight?
Now, obviously, I love seeing Anesongib in the Sidemen videos. He is one of the most hilarious people, but he seems like he's in his boxing element. And obviously we know KSI, Mr. I'm the Nightmare, is in his boxing element as well.
For sure.
It looks like these two are gonna be on a collision course. Whether they should fight or not, I think if the money is there, then the scrap is on.
Fight's there. So the question is, people, who do you think will win this fight after seeing that spar? And do you think they should fight later on down the line? Let me know.
Yes, people, so that has been Off Script. So make sure you're running everything up. That means liking, that means subscribing, following all platforms. We've been shouted out now by Happy Punch. So that means you better be following everything.
Get us on the prelims, people. Make sure you're subscribing, you're running it up, and we'll see you very soon interviewing your favourite stars as always, and you're going to see some original content coming your way.